Every creative I know loves to make items, but not many creatives knows how to actually make money with it. That's why I made this video, for you to learn exactly how you can make profit. Because remember, y'all, if you're not making money from selling your crafts, you just got an expensive hobby and not a side hustle. So let me help you with that in this video.
But we're going to be talking about 10 of the most profitable things that you all can sell this holiday season. So these are things that you can make yourself. You can physically make these. Obviously, you all can see, I have a few things here. I've got t-shirts, stickers, tumblers. All of these can be made by hand, but we're going to be talking about them in terms of print on demand and digital files. Okay, so Lauren's going to be showing you guys some digital files after I show you some of the print on demand stuff. That's more like of her kind of niche. I'd focus a little bit more. Hers is like templates, coloring sheets, printables. So anyways, let's just start. We're going to start right into it. I want to, first of all, we'll go overhead. I'm going to show you guys this shirt. This was the first design that I created and ordered a sample of for our shop. So, and I wanted to try out this acid wash shirt. These shirts are a little bit more pricey, so I actually don't even sell these in my shop. They're too pricey for my demographic.
Right.
But I do absolutely love these. I also learned like I should have used white ink. But I want y'all to see, this is like not vinyl. Okay.
Right.
The quality of these shirts, a lot of people are like, I don't really know about the quality. This is like if I went to Walmart and bought a shirt, like a nicer shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like a graphic tee. It's not raised. Like this isn't vinyl. These are like professionally
screen printed.
Yeah, professionally. They're printed probably with a printer, but like they feel like screen print. So they are very permanent. They get better with age as you wash them. There are different types of t-shirts that we suggest you all use. The Comfort Colors 1700 and the Bellin Canvas. Those are two really good options for t-shirts. This brand is called Color Tone. The quality is unmatched. If you get really good at your designs and you want to sell some high quality designs on these t-shirts, people will buy them. I see people selling these for like $40 and more, but like I didn't want to start with a $40 t-shirt in my t-shirt shop. So I did want to test the quality out though. But t-shirts are always going to sell well. They're going to sell well for seasonal themed items, and they're also going to sell well for like gifts. So when you're thinking about designing things for Christmas, if you are a physical maker, or if you are a person who is getting into print on demand, or if you're making your own files, consider that you need to be creating things that are evergreen still, because people are buying gifts. They're not just buying, even though it's Christmas, you're not going to buy a Christmas themed shirt for somebody as a gift for Christmas. You're going to buy them a pickleball shirt. I almost said paddleball. Is paddleball a sport?
No, just pickleball.
Pickleball. You could design a pickleball shirt to sell in your shop because you know that's a trending sport right now. And there are things like that we go over in the course as well, as far as like what's trending, which thing, like some of our coaching calls, we're specifically going to be covering different topics that you all are interested in selling and telling you if it's worth selling or if it's not, where you should go instead. And so I think that that's going to be really helpful for you all.
Right.
But t-shirts are always a good one. Another good one that is just tried and true is tumblers. Now y'all know tumblers, physical craft makers, y'all, there's like specialized tumbler only crafters out there.
Daisy says paddleball is a sport.
Okay, I'm not crazy. I was thinking I had like heard it. Anyways, paddleball, pickleball, whatever sport your heart desires. So we've got some sublimation tumblers here. This is a Peekaboo glitter wine glass we made. These would be all physical crafts. We did some citrus strip etching, and then we've got an epoxy one here. The beer can glasses sell really well. This is a snow globe tumbler that we made, but y'all, I'm pretty sure, and we'll check because we're going to get into Printify here in a second, and I'm going to show you some of their items. I'm pretty sure they have a beer can glass print on demand tumbler. I could be wrong. I know they have other tumblers. These Libby, they call them Libby glass or beer can glasses. These have been trendy for like the last 3 years. Okay, another thing that you all can sell. Let me move these tumblers over. Stickers. Now, these are great for stocking stuffers. You can do sheets of stickers for your teacher friends. These are great friend gifts, I think. Also, this is like one of my favorite files that we have. The only thing getting lit this year are my fall candles. I love it. So you can create your own stickers, obviously using your Cricut. This is a pretty easy, simple, and thoughtful gift that you can create for someone that also is going to sell really well if you're wanting to make a little extra income before the holidays. But did you guys know that you can create and design your own stickers for Printify? And then you could have like an entire sticker shop if you wanted to of all your designs, and they could be strictly stickers, and they just ship them straight to your customer. So you're not actually having to use your own printer, get your own paper, cut it with your Cricut. All you have to do is design it, put it on Printify, and they do it for you. I mean, you can't beat it in my opinion. And then in the meantime, I can be crafting whatever my heart desires. I can be making my cute little Christmas ornaments I've been wanting to make for 3 years, and I can make some extra money on the side selling stickers on the internet.
That's right.
So these are just the first 3 options. But like Lauren said, there's so much inside Printify that we haven't even touched that I'm going to go over with you guys. I'm going to first show you. We'll go ahead and go to share screen. I am logged into just like a mock-up Printify. This is just like a fake email I made. But I really wanted to get in here, one, so you guys could see the dashboard and kind of see how simple and clean cut this website is. Like, so easy to just scroll through and see. I mean, everything's in order. They've got their best sellers right here. It even tells you like what orders require action, how much you've costed to date, how many products you have published, things like that. But the main thing that I want to show you all is their catalog, because this catalog right here, and I thought this was going to be like a list of 10 things whenever I first got in here, but I'm just going to open this up. And I want you guys to look. These are all of the things that you can sell on Printify. You can put your designs on any of the things that you see here. With the holiday season coming up, right now is the perfect time to start selling ornaments. So we are going to come over here. Let me see, they've moved stuff. Okay, right here, ornaments. These are selling like crazy on Etsy. I think this is one of their new ornaments, these sled ornaments, I feel like. If you have Printify Premium, and some other Printify accounts will get early access to new like items. But look how cute all these ornaments are.
Right.
And all you do is slap your design on there and then put them in your shop, and they just start selling. I want to go over to Etsy and show you all some of these ornaments that I know someone is offering through Print on Demand, just because I think it's going to blow y'all's mind at the cost. But I want to show you, I've got Christmas ornaments pulled up here, okay? These are just darling, honestly. They're so cute. You can offer personalized options in your Etsy shop that link directly to Printify. There are ways to do that, and we are going to offer some training in that very soon. But you can make these ornaments so easily. I mean, you can even do Our First Christmas as Mr. and Mrs. 2024 and just put it on a cutesy little heart ornament like that, and then put it in your shop. I mean, look how beautiful these are. And I really want to see, like this one right here. This is a bestseller, okay? We're going to click on this. We have what we call, look at me adding art to my cart over here for Halloween. So we have this extension called the Everbee extension. This is a research tool that we teach you all in depth how to use for your shop. But I wanted to show you all a product analytic for this specific ornament, because it says it's a bestseller. And so right now it's going to pop up the estimated monthly sales, the estimated monthly revenue, how old the listing is, the reviews, the favorites, all that. It's even going to give you a conversion rate, which is really nice. Maybe if it's going to load for me here. I don't know why it's taking so long. You just take your sweet time there, honey.
The internet's being slow because of that storm that come through. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, because it keeps saying something went wrong. Let me refresh and see what happens. A second ago, look. It popped that up. Dang, I really wanted to show you all that. Let's X that out. We'll try again.
We'll try one more time.
But the Everbee extension, this is a tool that we use we can go to camera one. This is just a tool that we use to show you all which products are going to actually sell. So if there's something that's been on your mind and you're like, man, that would be a really good idea to sell, you need to check first, okay? Don't just assume that your lightning bolt keychain stickers are gonna sell. I'm just literally making something up. Like, you just need to really do your research on the things that are going to sell. And Everbee is one of the resources we talk about. We also talk about Insight Factory, and you will get a preference for which one that you prefer. Everbee has this extension, which I'm trying to show you guys. It normally works really well, but the devil's playing with the church's money today,
Absolutely.
like Tanner says. And there's a storm, so it's not working.
Yep.
But anyways, that is something that you need to consider whenever you are creating your items. So these are the cruise ornaments that I wanted to show you all. I had no idea that decorating your door on a cruise was such a big thing. And this is really a good example of like paying attention to your surroundings, seeing a need and filling it. And that's what this guy and his wife have done. And you can see in here, now a lot of these are probably copyrighted, but you know, people don't care. People
don't be caring, but
they don't care.
We're not going to tell you to go create those, and
right,
because there's a good chance, like, Disney is something we don't touch here.
Yeah, we're not going to teach you to do that, but you can do things like using cute little flip-flops and using cute little sea creatures and using the files that you have with Makers Gonna Learn, or the files that you've received through Passive Earners, because you do get a curated file library all the time. But this right here, I love this so much. So we're going to select one. Let's just select this Seashell Surprise. Okay, and then you're going to pick a size. Let's say I want a big one. I want to do a 9-inch one. $13.92. Tell me how many people are going on a cruise by themselves. Nobody. They're going to come in here, buy that one. They're going to buy 3 more for the rest of their family. That's $14. They're actually running a 35% off sale, but like, I don't have my phone. Hypothetically speaking, they're going to be spending around $60 in your shop just today for their 4 ornaments. Or their 4 magnets, sorry.
Yep.
And you can create these magnets through a print on demand. I had no idea about them. I think that they're so cute. Now, print on demand, I don't know what suppliers these people are using. I know that that Printify specifically, Printify is not the only print on demand provider. This is just the one that we use, just so we're very clear about that.
There are other print on demand suppliers.
There are, so these are the magnets. They've got these car magnets. They have die cut magnets. This would be where you would live if you wanted to do like those flip-flop shapes, because they're going to cut out in the shape of whatever you put as your design, okay?
Yep.
So they have lots of different options for magnets and stickers. I was talking about that earlier. As far as sticker sheets, you can do entire sheets. You can even just do individual stickers. Stickers are great for teachers if you're trying to tap into that teacher market. Teacher market is big. So lots of different options here, even wall decals, y'all. I love it. So, but the cruise magnets was one of our 10 sellable products. I think you guys, that's something that you need to pay attention to. And I think not only just cruise magnets, but just thinking about things that everybody else isn't thinking about that is in need. So that's just one example. But if you see something, you're like, wow, I don't really see a lot of that, but I hear a lot of people asking for it. Or I see a lot of this, but like, where would I ever get that? Can I make it myself through print on demand? Those are just things to think about. So let me make sure we went over print on demand shirts. We've talked about stickers and tumblers. We talked about ornaments, magnets. The next one, Lauren brought it up already, embroidery. So Printify had embroidery, took it away. They just brought it back. I've already ordered 2 hats because I'm freaking out. I love embroidery. They don't have it for all the shirts yet. They only have it for one Adidas dry fit shirt, which is fine.
One Adidas dry fit?
Yes, it's like, I'll just show you guys.
Ooh.
It's like a performance polo. So I think they're marketing it towards like businesses.
Yeah. So it's a performance polo.
Yeah. So they've got like that. But I ordered the classic dad cap. I ordered this with one of our Makers Gonna Learn little iced coffee files. It's so cute. And then I ordered one of these that says Girl Dad and some Makers Gonna Learn fonts. And we're gonna see how they are.
See how the quality is?
Yeah, we're gonna test the quality out. So I want to do some that had like lots of colors and some that had more, like not as many. But we may need to put a training together on picking files for embroidery because Lord, y'all, it took me forever to find some that worked. Because like you can't use like gradient images.
You can't use any PNGs. It has to be SVGs and it has to be very simple.
It just has to be very cut and dry. So anyways, very cool that they're offering that. Embroidery is huge. Hats are huge right now. If you guys have been on Instagram or anything, Etsy, just with a simple word on it, it's going to sell good. If you wanted to open up a little hat shop and just sell those classic dad caps that just said girl dad, girl mom, boy mom.
Honestly,
whatever you wanted.
The number of hats that I saw people wear this weekend.
Oh my gosh, everybody.
Everybody.
The trucker hats, they're popping.
They're popping.
They're popping.
If you want to physically make your hats or you want to do it through print on demand,
either way, you're going to be making some money.
You're going to be making money if you're doing hats right now.
Yeah, I've got a friend. She's a pharmacist, but she wanted a side hustle.
Oh, Kendall?
Kendall, yeah.
I worked with Kendall.
Oh, at the pharmacy?
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
I do too.
She started a little business called Patched Up. Y'all gotta check her out on Instagram. Tell her I sent you. I'm just kidding. But she has she'll go to like craft fairs. Let me spit it out. She'll go to craft fairs and she does patch bars and like puts the patches on the hats for them. She does parties. Anyways, those are like popping off right now. Mm-hmm. So if you really want to make some money, those are doing it. So hats, anything embroidered is really hot right now. I'm just specifically talking about hats because Printify doesn't offer a lot.
Other than the Performance Pro Polo right now.
Yeah.
It's just hats.
The hats. So next on my list, before I let Lauren jump over here, is blankets. Y'all, you cannot go wrong with a blanket. And I don't want y'all in here creating a bunch of Christmas blankets. I need you in here creating blankets that they can use all year round. Look how many options they have. They've got comforters. Heck.
Now, Christmas blankets will sell for a brief period of time before Christmas.
Yes.
But you have to hit it right, and you really only need one or two in your shop. If you do blankets, most of them need to be evergreen.
Yes, and I've been wanting to put one in our shop, but we don't do blankets really. I want to put one that's like, this is my Christmas movie watching blanket. I think those are really cute.
That would be cute.
Or you could make yourself a little pattern and if you're into pattern making, that'd be great for blankets. You can even sell like baby blankets. People are always buying blankets for babies. So these are just like some options, but they have a lot of different types of blankets. So you can do this. This is the best seller, and Printify is really good about letting you know which ones sell the best, but they have some that are Sherpa fleece. These are a little bit higher on price point. So these are $30.60. That is their price. Okay. If you have Printify Premium, you get a pretty fat discount. $23.56 versus $30.60. So that you got to think in your head, if you're doing a 40% markup on this, which is what we suggest, you're going to be paying close to $60. So you've got to consider, is it worth it for me to put that in my shop? Is somebody going to buy a $60 blanket? This is something, if I started selling the Sherpa blankets, just for example, I would probably have to order a sample and make sure it didn't get all over my furniture, make sure it wasn't sheddy. I don't know. There's just different things that you need to consider. But if it is something you want to get into, they do sell really well. And I wish so bad that Everbee extension was working so you guys could see the statistics because it's just crazy. Let me go back and see if it's working yet. I bet it's not.
The Everbee extension?
Yep. I just don't think it's working. Product analytics. Our internet's obviously working.
You gotta click a product.
Oh, I thought
There you go.
Okay. I thought I was on it. Product analytics. So you can order a sample a couple of ways. Whenever you first create a design, it'll say, do you want to order a sample? You can also go from your product page that you've actually, of the products you've created, and at the top right, it'll say place an order, I think, or it says create an order, and you can select sample, and so you get it more at a discounted price.
It's still not working.
Yeah, it's not going to work. So anyways, those are my top ones that I'm going to talk about. Lauren has some digital things she's going to talk to you guys about now. So we're going to switch out.
We're going to switch. So we have been talking about all of the things like your top earners to make and sell. But I also wanted to let you guys know before we move forward, we were just talking about ordering samples. I don't know if you all know this or if we have people here today that maybe you've not heard about passive earners or what we're doing. We purchased all of the main ones. We purchased all of the shirts. We purchased them all for you so you wouldn't have to. We looked at the quality. We've tested the quality on a couple of the print providers. But did you guys know that we offer mock-up images for you guys as well? Like, I'm talking, how many? Like 300 plus images?
200 plus, yeah.
200 plus mock-up images that we have in our library.
That's crazy.
For passive earner people.
Sadie took the photos, so they're very professional.
They're professional. Because the reason that I wanted to say that is because today, since I'm, digital, talking about digital, I was looking today at how much people make selling mock-up images. Like, if you were opening your own Etsy shop, you would have to go purchase the mock-up images, which is what we had to do. That was a constraint with us, and this, like, building this out is we purchased our own mock-up images. We thought that was a good selling point, is that we provide those for you so you don't have to. So, just in case you wanted to know, we do offer mock-up images for you. Mainly right now, just t-shirts. Now, when we're talking about items to sell this holiday season, templates, just because we have physical products, doesn't mean that there is not a place for templates. So what I mean by templates are templates of Christmas cards. Do you know how many people go on Etsy, look for a Christmas card that they want, they purchase that template, and then they print them at home or send them to Walgreens to print?
Me.
It's an insane amount of people.
Yeah.
That's how a majority of people make their Christmas cards look so neat and professional without spending an arm and a leg. So, Christmas card templates are going to be huge to sell this holiday season. Santa letters. A Santa letter is what we call a printable. All you have to do is print it out. You can make it a template where the family can go in and change out the name if they want to, or you can just make it generic and sign Santa's name. Either one, those are great. But with that being said, did you know and realize that we offer grab and go templates in Passive Earners that you literally can go pluck out, change some things around, and list on your shop? You have the availability to do that if you are a Passive Earner Society member. Now, we're going to go to the share screen and I'm going to show you where you can find them and what you need to do to then turn around and sell them in your shop, okay? So this is going to be the Passive Earner Society dashboard. You can see we have so much in here, But if you are in the digital route and you want to know where to find these, on the side, on the left-hand side, we have all of like our bonuses. We also have, on the side of this, you're gonna get Instagram Reel ideas, Instagram story templates, Instagram post templates, all of these. Your digital library is going to be where you find your design library is where you're gonna find all of your files. If you come on down here, you have your template editing guide for customers that you also have access to. You'll learn more about what that is within the program. We don't need to go into that, but here is your mock-up library that I was talking about a while ago, and then here are your grab and go templates. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna click that, and y'all, these are all the grab and go templates that we have made for you that you can literally pluck those out of this document, open them up, change them to fit what you want, to the design style that you want, and then you can turn around and sell them on your shop. Did you know that?
I love it. That makes it so easy, especially for those of you that are like scared to get started, or you're like, I don't know what to design. Like, there you go.
There you go. Here it is.
Here it is.
Literally, if you
No excuses.
if you wanted to take this letter tracing worksheets I mean, there's not a lot that you can change about that. Maybe like the border, but like y'all
Make them seasonal, maybe.
make them seasonal. Take it and use it. That's what they're there for. That is what. Remember when we made the handprint art the other day?
Use it.
Look at this. I spent so much time making these.
And they're so cutie
They're
patootie.
cutie patootie. So a template was created. What you'll do is you'll click on whichever one you want. So from where to go. I think I need to go back. I do need to go back and open it in a new window. Open link in a new tab. Beautiful. So this is what it's going to be once you have chosen the template that you want to grab and go and change and make your own. You're going to click edit template. What it's then going to do, it's going to pop in just like this. I gave you 2, so this is an example of what it looks like. This is what you're going to send to your people. This is what it, as an example of what it's going to look like. This is what you'll send to your people. But y'all, look at all of these that we've created for you.
I didn't know there was that many.
Now those are just the horizontal ones. We do have vertical ones as well. I didn't open it in a new tab, but it's okay. Edit template. Here we have one for dad. We have more mom, sunshine.
Oh, the sunshine.
I welly love you.
Oh,
I love you, Watts.
that's so cute.
Like, look at all of these. These are all just like there for you all to grab.
Yeah.
They're there for you. Not only that, but going back, I forgot to open in a new tab. Not only that, but what we have found, any children's activities are going to sell. They are really good sellers. Coming on down here, remember Alicia said that birthdays were huge in September, which we're almost at the end of September, but at this point, like, start working on, we have full birthdays.
Yeah.
Full birthdays ready for you. I'm talking invitation, water bottle wraps, welcome signs, custom signs you can make, cupcake toppers they can print off, thank you cards. All of that is made. We have 3 full parties for you
The
already
tea party
pre-made.
is like literally so pretty.
I made this invitation in like just a few minutes,
It's
but
the
I think
prettiest.
it's one of my favorite ones.
I mean, look at that. It's gorgeous. And tea parties are really popping right now, like little girl tea parties.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
so
isn't
once
that
you
beautiful?
click it, let's go here. Let me go here and let me show you. So once you click it, for example, I did click this. It's a link, it's a clickable PDF. So you click that, it's going to automatically open it in Canva. You have to scroll down to the bottom and click use this template.
Yes.
Now from here, once you have this template, you do need to change it up a little bit. Okay? You can't just take this template and turn around and sell it. This is just your base. You can change the colors, change some fonts. If you really like the fonts, leave them and change the colors. If you like the placement of everything, leave it and change the colors.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if you don't, or maybe you just change the back. Maybe you don't like the back of it. Change the back, because I do have a front and a back for these.
I love it.
So where you're going to go to get these, if you're on your dashboard, on the left-hand side, scroll all the way down to the bottom. It says bonus grab and go templates. That's it.
Tanya, does Printify ever run out of an item? Yes, we talk about order routing in the course. If they run out, you can reroute it to another print provider.
Yes.
And then someone else will print it. So yes, they do.
So, what did we talk about?
Where to get
Grab and go
them.
templates, where to get them, what to do. Going back to our grab and go templates, we also have, is it 2 full weddings, Sadie, that you created? Yeah, for grab and go. Yes, two different theme wedding. Also, I did use, if you are in the, if you're already in Passive Earners and you've watched, I think it's like how to approach creating a template video. I made this one in that video and we decided to go ahead and give it to you all. I made the rest of it.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
Look.
it was for Georgia on her very first birthday, which is
very-
today.
It is today.
So we did create this, and I created a birthday party all around it. I keep forgetting to open in a new tab. So I did create a full birthday party around that, just like that.
Love it.
Can you put the template in Design Space instead of Canva? No, you cannot. Actually, well, if you upload it to Canva and then export it and then download it into Design Space, you could, but that's going to be up to you.
Yeah.
Like I said, we also have 2 full weddings in the grab and go templates. That is another big one. October and June are 2 of the biggest months for weddings.
I've even heard October is the new June.
I think October is the new June.
Like October bride, June bride.
Yes, I think October is the new June. And if it was any other month, I would feel like it would be December. I feel like Christmas weddings are big, fall weddings in October, summer weddings in June. I think those are your 3. So if you are wanting to do a fully digital shop around weddings, we do have grab and go weddings. You can take these, use them as a base for what you want to do, change things up, and then turn around and sell it as a collection on your shop.
I love it.
I mean, they're there. Use them.
Yes.
Take advantage of them. So yeah, those are the things that I think are huge sellers in the digital space. That's, like I said, that's going to be any type of activity for a child. Huge. Especially if these were Christmas themed. Huge seller.
Yes, for sure.
Invitations, invitation templates, crazy sellers. And then of course, weddings are huge as well. So those are going to be the 3 biggest things in the digital space that are going to sell this holiday season.
Yes. And
There's so many different ways that you can make money through your passion, your skill set, and your creativity. But guess what? Your brain is always asking you, which one is the right step? What if I told you I've broken it down into 6 very, very simple steps so that you can start making money through your passion, through your crafts, through your Cricut creations, or your design creations? I have a brand new free guide that I built a training for that I was like, oh my gosh, I have to publish this video on YouTube and give you the ability to download the guide. So you're in for a treat today because I'm gonna break down the true 6 steps that you need to start making money through your creation. I laid out the entire roadmap in this video. It's gonna be jam-packed, and I wanna give you your very own roadmap too. So while you watch the video, click the link down below, download your free guide, and start filling it in. I'll see you on the other side. Y'all, I am so excited. We have not built anything brand new like this in so long. I'm so excited that you not only said yes and downloaded it, but you've accessed the training where we're going to get in the nitty gritty. This is so exciting because we have spent the past year testing and learning everything there is to learn about being a creative, being a crafter, and selling your items. In this roadmap, we have made all the decisions laid out inside of here. So what I mean by that is we're walking you one by one through what decisions you have to make to start selling. All right, it's going to be so good. I am so excited to give you a little bit of behind the scenes. We have been testing this, putting our money where our mouth is, putting our time where our ideas are, testing so many different things, and we have launched multiple different shops, not as Makers Gonna Learn, but just as regular people, not using our real names, not using anything, not using any social media leverage, and just testing things out, figuring out what works. And here's the deal. Almost every one of our shops have gotten multiple sales within the first week. So if you're like, Tanner, should I be listening to this training? Yes. We have the next best thing. We have put it all together right here in the roadmap to help you start taking action and seeing traction as well. So in this, we're going to break it all down. I want to just run you through what this looks like. Here's the situation. I have a brand new training coming out that is going to talk all about the case studies we've been doing and showing you what's working, what's not working, coming up very soon. So click the wait list down below, grab your spot, say, yes, Tanner, I want to be at that first training, go grab it. There's also a coordinating book that is 200 plus passive earning ideas. It's only $17 right now. That price is going to $47 to $67 as we get even more feedback. But the people we've given it to is like, Tanner, this is worth way more. This is the hardest part. It's available as well. Click that button down below to grab it. But let's dive in to everything you need to know about passive earning, the roadmap, all right? So step number 1 is all about committing to the journey. You've got to be able to commit to a journey where you are deciding that you're creating passive income for yourself. Now, passive income is very important to understand because I want you making money after you make the craft, whether you're with your family, whether you are, working your day job, cooking dinner. I want you earning money. It's very important to me. So I think this is very much passive income, but you have to commit to doing the work, laying the foundation and everything like that. So it's super, super important. All right. Be sure that you're bought in and you're like, Tanner, I want this, right? Decide right now that you want to do it. Okay. The next decision is committing to the route. All right. Now, what I have done is I've laid out 3 of the most successful, best ways that you can make money passively on the internet through your crafts. Okay. There's 3 different routes that we have tested, that we have tried, that is true, and that can help you. Okay. Route number 1 is selling digital downloads. Hey to everyone who loves designing, but wants to be able to make that passive income, whether they are selling one thing or 100 of them, they only design it once. Digital downloads is super, super powerful. Okay, so definitely read more about that as well. Option 2 is huge. People have been asking me to teach this and teach it over and over. So I was like, well, let me learn everything about it first. And this is called print on demand. This business model is where products are produced by a third-party printer when an order is placed. It's perfect and attractive to people who like to design but aren't interested in the making of the physical items. Many of my clients fall into this area where they're like, I love making, I love designing, I don't have time, I'm too scared to sell, I'll get bogged down, things like that. So a lot of you need to explore this option. And then, of course, we have option 3, where you're a passionate crafter who wants to sell their physical crafts, okay? Super, super important. This route is really open-ended and probably has the most possibilities. And I also want to tell you, physical crafting is the most work, but the most profit lies right here. So whether or not you are making sales passively and then you do the work, or you do the work and then sell it passively, either way, it's very, very similar in the journey, okay? So those are the 3 routes: digital downloads, print on demand, or selling your physical crafts. Those are your 3 routes that I want you to slow down and consider. Feel free pausing the video and be sure to read all about each of these and think about what you like about it and think about what you don't, okay? Next up is committing to a niche. Now, I'm not saying marrying a niche, but testing and deciding. So when talking about niches, we're talking about what you're going to specialize in. We're going to talk about, for example, you may have a shop that features designs for pet owners. Pet owners is a niche. Sport fans is a niche. Home cooking and different things like that is a niche, all right? The advantages of finding your niche is that it helps you focus on your products to one particular audience so that you're serving that one audience segment and really cater it to exactly what their needs are. That can drive more sales and bigger profits, okay? So we have an area where you can put down your ideas. You can put down what you think will be successful for you. It's very, very important. And then here's the next thing you need to commit to: a platform. This is your first platform. We recommend selling on only one platform so that you don't get overwhelmed and you can really develop your expertise in that platform. The one we recommend pretty much is Etsy. Etsy is the only platform where I can tell someone you can start a shop today and see a sale within a week. Again, I have tested this 3 or 4 or 5 times over the last year. I have the formulas. I have seen it work. I know it can be true for you. So if you're like, oh, I want to know that, sign up for the training on September 15th, okay? Next is commit to a partner. This is for print-on-demand products. You'll need the production partner. If you're wanting to do digital download templates, you'll need to commit to your own software. So is it Canva? Is it Illustrator? Things like that. So be sure to think what other commitments that you need to make. Now, step number 2 in the process, so fun, create. All right? At this point, you'll need to decide what products you want to sell. So go ahead, brainstorm that. This video is meant to guide you through the PDF, so at any point, pause it and do what I'm saying. Okay? Don't feel like you have to watch the whole video before you start taking action. After that, you want to take all of your ideas from here and do some research. All right? You want to see what other things like that is selling, what other products people are offering. By doing this basic research, you can find specifically what products are being searched for in your niche, how popular, and even identify the needs. Okay? Next up, you'll also understand, researching, you want to be able to price appropriately. Okay? So as you're doing your market research, be sure to pay attention to the current going prices for the items you're considering. This will be super eye-opening. Super, super eye-opening for you guys. Holy cow. Okay? Do not skip that step. Write it all down. Then write down what new skills you'll need to learn to make these products happen. Okay? So write that down too. Is there anything I need to learn? Anything I need to brush up on? Could it be photography? If you're doing market research and you're like, dang, these photos are really good. I want photos like that. It could be photography. So think about that. Next, leveraging trends. Spoiler alert here. If you want to be able to make the most money, you have to leverage trends. No matter what's going on in the world, you need to spin on it. Okay? So look at what's trending within and outside of your niche. How can you utilize and capitalize on that trend within your products to serve your niche? Okay? We can look on Etsy, Pinterest. We have some really cool tools that we use now that I'm excited to share with you. One is called Insight Factory to see what people are searching for, and it's time to start paying more attention to those ads you see on Facebook because those can help tell you, and it tells a story, what's working. All right? Number 3, present. All right? This is very important on here. You've got to be able to present. All right? Not present. You want to be able to present. It's very, very important. The presentation that you have about your product is what's selling it. You are selling it through the way you are presenting or not presenting your product. So if you're here and you're saying, Tanner, I have tried selling, it doesn't work for me. I really want to tell you this could be for you. All right? Branding, so important. Helps you be more recognizable, makes you feel more secure to buy from because you're a real brand, right? Product photos. When you're advertising, you want well-lit photos that are clear and in focus. Mock-ups, right? You can utilize these without having to make it. This is great for print on demand. We've done it. It's amazing. People love it. We get great reviews on our print on demand shop using mock-ups. Graphics. You can use uploaded graphics to your Etsy listing. They can help explain other options for the products. Bundling. You've already created amazing things to sell. Why not bundle them for consumers to get more at a discount? So this is all about presentation, okay? If you have tried selling and you're not making the money you want to make, this is step number 3. Like, that's all you, okay? I highly recommend revisiting the other ones too, just to make sure you're committing and you're on the right track, okay? So good. Step number 4, launch. Now, you may be saying, Tanner, how am I going to go from 0 to 4 real quick? Taking massive amounts of action, making lots of decisions. I want to offer to you to stop allowing yourself to say, I don't know. Okay? Do not use that. Anytime you catch yourself saying, I don't know, pause and be like, wait, what if I already know what's best for me? What if I do have what it takes? Like, that's super important, okay? So step number 4, opening your shop. Sign up for an account. Pick whatever platform. Follow the prompts. They make it so easy for you to sign up. Take all necessary steps, including crafting your shop policies, from shipping to payments to returns. Add your branding, add your profile picture, add your banner. Fill up your shop. How many products would you like to have in your shop? The more products, the more opportunity people can buy from you. It's so important, okay? So this is a great time to say, I want how many products by what day? Notice we're not just saying how many listings do we want and not giving ourselves a deadline. So important. I want to tell you that from our research, having the right listings is more important than having a huge quantity. So what that means is you need to slow down to really figure out the right products so that you can speed up, okay? It's very, very important. So think about that. Just make sure it's really specific. You know, we've had shops that have lots and lots of listings, have 20 sales, and we've had shops that have 5 listings and 40 to 50 sales, so like really quickly. So it's kind of crazy. Partner integrations, if applicable. This is for a print on demand, so you'll need to connect the print partner to your Etsy shop. Like, Etsy loves print on demand, y'all. It's partners, so definitely do that integration if necessary. Number 5, this is so fun. You can promote. You want to make sure you're picking the right products, you're optimizing it with SEO, search engine optimization. The more visibility you have, the more likely you're going to get sales. Listen to this. The more visible you are, the more sales you'll get. Learning your conversion rate, seeing how to get in front of people, so important, y'all. So important. So definitely don't skip this, search engine optimization. All right? Next up, if you see something is picking up well, getting saves, getting organic orders, things like that, you can put ads on your account that will boost it. These are not necessary, but could be helpful to bring in some new customers. Etsy specifically doesn't let you spend a lot in ads, so that's just something to be mindful of. Next up, sales and coupons. Think about it. Your customer needs a reason to take action now and to buy yours over someone else's. So we love and have seen great results of running a sale. Okay? Social media, not required. I'm going to tell you, this is optional, but if you're wanting to get traction fast, send your friends and family to your shops to let them see that you can send buyers, and they'll send buyers to you too. It's kind of weird, but this is optional. We haven't done a ton of that because we wanted our case studies and our testing to be very independent, so we didn't use any of our social media. So social media was very optional for us in the way we teach it. You can be a faceless brand. You can be a brand that doesn't require social media. Feels pretty good. So it's really, really awesome. But if you want to make fast money, social media is great. All right? So important. And number 6 is earn. You're doing it. Getting your first sale is the hardest. It's the hardest part of the journey. And it's also the most exciting. And it'll never get old. Seeing people purchase your items, especially when you've already done the work and you're just go continually get paid for it. So what I mean by that, even if you're selling physical items, you may still have to make the item, but you're not having to remake the listing. You're not having to do it all. You lay that foundation, you let that order come in. It's so amazing. So good. You want to keep track of how much money you're bringing in, how much you're spending to fulfill those orders. You don't need an accountant or a bookkeeper yet. You need a simple profit and loss sheet to get the job done. Now, I want to invite you to take a little time right now to dream. How many sales would you like? How much money would you like to make? How many people would you like to serve? Write it down. Set a dream. And if this training has set you on fire, if it's like, holy cow, this is possible, people are doing this, people are launching shops, there's room for me, this seems very systematic, I want to pull back the curtain even more. I want to show you all the details that we have, all the case studies. We are so excited to share it with you. But you have to go ahead and register for the event by getting on the wait list. You'll be automatically invited and enrolled for our training week. So we're super, super excited. It kicks off very soon. Check out all the details right down below. We have something very special cooking up, and it's very, very limited. So get signed up. Get ready to say yes to the trainings that are coming. And I cannot wait to see you take this roadmap and make it your own. Until then, check out our 200 plus passive earner ideas right down below for only a very low price. Again, the price is going to $47 very soon, so grab it. And if you have any questions, reach out to us. hi@makersgonnalearn.com. Bye, guys. Many of my clients are too scared to sell their crafts because they fear success, while the other half of my clients are constantly fearing the failure that can happen when they put themselves out there and sell their crafts. Today, I'm going to have the discussion about why I think selling digital products is the easiest and best way for you to really figure out how to make money online, and how I transitioned from selling my crafts to selling digital products as well. When you go through and you compare being able to sell your crafts versus selling digital products, what you first come to the realization of is that the expenses are so much, right? When you are making and selling your crafts, the expenses add up really, really quickly, whether it is adding a new machine, adding new material just to make one order, or not really being able to figure out what you're wanting to work on and be able to sell. It's very important that if you're selling your crafts, you know what you make and you know what you don't make. Unfortunately, what I find with most people is it's really hard for them to set their boundaries of what they make, because most of us are operating in a scarcity mindset when we are presented with the opportunity to sell our craft. We feel like we have to sell it, right? Because most of us feel like the next opportunity is so far away. But what happens here is we get so scattered, we get so many expenses that we don't really have a lot of profit. We could be 6 months, 8 months, 9 months down the road, and we're still not making a profit, but we're extremely busy. We have money coming in, but even before it's came in, we've already spent it. And that's what was happening to me time and time again after selling my crafts. So if you look at where I'm at today, the business I have today, where I sell digital products, courses, and have a membership, it was very strategic. It was very intentional. And what I want to share today is the gap between where you're at and where you want to be. Because you're not going to get to where you want to be without deciding and having extreme belief in where you want to be before you get there. What it looks like is saying no to opportunity, to decide that the money that is presented to you is not always the money you want to make, and so much more. The biggest question I get when people get on board of like, yes, Tanner, I understand I need to have a digital product, right? The biggest question people come to me and say is, Tanner, how do you actually sell digital items? And what's so funny is what I love to say back to them really confuses people. So if I was coaching you, if you were here in the office, I would say, oh, you create free content and you give your best teaching away for free. And then people get really confused. They get all tore up and they're like, wait, you're going to tell me that I have to give all my knowledge away for free, and then I'm going to build a digital product that's teaching it better or different, and somehow this is all going to work. And I'm like, yes, that's the secret. If you are here and you really want to understand how digital products and digital creation makes money, it's through also digital products, but you have to attract an audience that wants to buy from you. Of course, you can run ads. There's all sorts of ways to do it differently. But the easiest way, and the way that I grew my business, was being able to create free pieces of content, just like this video online, and then be able to offer to help people more through my digital product. And one thing I want to offer to you is, instead of thinking of yourself as a service provider or getting paid just on dollar or hours for dollars, that transaction, what if you were paid on value? What if you were paid every single time that someone got value out of something you created, right? I was recently teaching a class, and I had someone at the class that was all about decorating and helping people, upgrade their home as a decorator, right? This decorator has helped hundreds of clients. She has a process. But what she's doing is doing the same exact process every single day individually for her clients. If you are a service-based provider, say I gave you hundreds of new clients, thousands of new clients. There's no way for most service providers you could serve them all. You would cap out. There's a certain number that every service-based business can handle before they have to say no. One thing that I love about digital products that's different than selling one-off craft projects or acting as a service provider is that as you grow your business, your expenses stay pretty much the same. So you're not having to leverage buying a lot of t-shirts, a lot of supplies, and hoping that you'll be able to make and sell it in the future. It's very easy to scale up, scale down, and have fluctuation. I love to give this example of being able to turn what you're doing as a service into a process and a program, right? Because once you've turned your knowledge into a program or a process, you have now productized your knowledge, the way that you do it, the way that you explain it. And that is how you're going to get paid for the value you put into the world after you are able to create content, grow an audience. That's how you get paid, right? It's so much more fun than having to constantly go after and wait for someone to come to you to order another shirt or do another order. If you're like, Tanner, I don't have a process, I don't have a business, no problem. All you need to do is think about solving people's problem. For me in 2017, I was like, oh, I know how to use a Cricut and it's the best skill I have. Notice I didn't say I was the best. Notice I didn't say there weren't people that were better at it than me. I just simply said, that's what I know the best. So if you can solve a problem, like teaching people how to use a machine, help get a transformation, if you can help solve someone's problem, guess what? You could help them through a digital product. And that's what I really want you to think about. Almost every single person, if they have a desire, and most people that are watching this video and that find my work have a desire to serve people, have a desire to reach more people and to make a greater impact, to increase their income, but ultimately to serve more people, right? That's why most of us are here doing the work that we do. So you have something that you know you can help people do. And that's what you need to really focus in on, is the process or the problem that you can solve best. If you have an existing audience, if you have someone to sell to right now, figure out one problem that you can help them with right now and start offering to sell a $27 class. Say, hey, 3 weeks from now at 9 o'clock on Sunday evening, on this date, I'm going to teach a class to solve this problem for $27. If you're interested, Venmo me $27. You don't even have to build a sales page or anything like that. You just need to prove to yourself that you can get paid for creating value and knowledge into the world through what you know instead of the time or any other variable. What's so fun is after you learn to sell a very low ticket offer like $17, $27, and you learn to sell that really well, what you'll see is that you have way more confidence selling your education, right? To pivot from being a service provider or not having a business at all to learning to sell just a low ticket $17, $27 digital product what's going to happen is you're going to have a pool of clients that love you. You're going to have a whole group of people that have paid you, had a great result, and want to work with you more. That's where I think you have the lowest hanging fruit of launching a membership. I wanted to share with you just a few numbers to help you really articulate how much money you could make with such few clients. Because one of the things that I teach on and coach on often is we're not trying to sell every single person that watches our free content, right? We are looking for that ideal client, that right person that we can make the greatest impact serving. So if you wanted to make $40,000 broken down by how many members paying you different monthly fees for your service, your coaching, your knowledge, anything like that, here are those numbers to make $40,000 a year, which I think is almost a typical salary here in America. So at $20 a month, you need 166 members. At $37 a month, you only need 90. And at $47 a month, you only need 70. Those numbers, while they may feel large and they may feel, a lot, right? Especially if that's your goal, guess what? You can't disagree that they aren't manageable and achievable, whether or not you give yourself a short time period to hit that goal or you allow yourself to have a ton of time to go after it. If you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to show up and provide free value online, build a community on your favorite social media platform. I've seen people do this on TikTok. I've helped a guy grow a huge social media following and launch a membership all about dunking basketball. I've helped paper crafters. I've helped parents that coach. She coaches parents of children of autism, and she has a huge Instagram audience. You can just pick whatever platform you want. I've went with YouTube. Pick your favorite platform, grow an audience, doing what you love, teaching your passion, and then create a product around it. After you hit a certain amount of followers or you've been doing it for a certain amount of time, and just see what happens. Let me tell you, if you are in it for the long haul, if you're willing to build a business, you are going to have so much fun learning this process, because when you love what you do, guess what? You never work a day in your life. I wanted to make this video to help break some thoughts and just help inspire you and help paint a picture of what it could be like to really go all in on pivoting and going all in online. You could serve more people, you could make more money, and you could have a greater impact into the world, which I think if you're watching this video, that's what you're about to do. And that's what you are after doing. So here's what you can do. I put together a full class. It is at the first link down below. Go check out that class, get registered, and you can watch that whole process. If you pick up what I put down in my 5S framework in that training, book a call with someone on my team, and you can apply to work with me inside of my highest touch program, the Less Hustle, More Profit Accelerator. We don't accept everyone into the program, so watch the training first. Make sure you understand who we're looking for, what the best client is, and if you think that you would benefit from the program, apply, book a call with my team. All right? I am so excited. I want to have a conversation with you. This may be a new concept that you've never even thought about for you and yourself and your business. Drop me a comment down below. I would love to talk to you in the comments. I'll be down there answering any of your questions. All right? I've grew a membership to over 10,000 monthly clients. So if you want to learn from me, if you have any questions about it, go ahead and drop me a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hello, everyone. I'm trying to fix my hair. How are you guys doing? Happy Monday afternoon. Who has had like the most Monday? I definitely think that it was me. So if you're tuning in today, if you're like, oh my gosh, Tanner's going live on a Monday, I need a break to enjoy something other than work, please let me be your entertainment. I am so excited to have you guys here live with me. My name is Tanner Bell, the founder here at makersgonnalearn.com. I am so excited to be here today with you because we are covering what we're going to talk about when it comes to building a successful shop online. All right. So as you guys tune in, share with us where you're visiting from. Let us know what you've got going on in your neck of the woods. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing Monday. I've just had a very, very Monday, as many of you, I'm sure, have had as well. So here's what I want to talk about today. And I really want today's class to be fun. I want it to be as much as you want to get out of it. I want to make sure we give it. So if you have any questions around selling, around your shop, please put it here in the chat. I think it'd be super, super valuable for you and the future viewers watching. Hello, replayers. If you are a replayer, go ahead and drop hello in the comment section down below. So today I want to talk about what it takes to have a successful shop. Now, many of you here may be on the sidelines, may be, already thinking about all the reasons why it wouldn't work. And I just want us all to be aware of what we think about when we are considering putting ourselves out there online, being super successful, selling our crafts. Like, do we think it would work out? Do we think it wouldn't? Like, it's just really important to be aware of that right now, just so that we can be aware of it. So if you have any questions, drop it down below. Today's class is going to be kind of like what I would do to build a successful shop from the beginning. Now, the reason I'm teaching that today is because I really, really want you to be at my live training coming up. I have a training on Sunday, I have a training on Tuesday, and I have a training on Wednesday. So pick the one that's right for you. It's my 5 shifts. We're going to go over 5, excuse me, I'm going to go over 5 shifts that you actually need to make in order to make your first sell or your next sell. And those 5 shifts are going to be phenomenal. It's going to be so fun. So super, super exciting for all of you that are registered. I am going to be sharing some crazy new things that I've never talked about before. So if you're interested, be sure to be there live with me. It's going to be so fun. People that are there live get the most, especially the Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay. So within that, what I want to talk about today is building a shop and what you want to think about it. A lot of times our brain tells us it would be easier if we went ahead and we only did different things like what have I heard people say, like a craft fair, right? How many here think it would be easier and better to do craft fairs, right? How many of us think it would be easier and better to do craft fairs? Let me tell you, as someone who has coached lots and lots and lots of people around if they should do a craft fair or not, y'all, here's the deal. I want you to understand that you are not in control of a craft fair, right? What I love about online and what I love about digital is that you get to be in control a lot more. You get to do the work, right? Craft fairs are not easy, exactly. So here's what happens. I have a lot of people think it's easier to do craft fairs, in-person events, and instead of learning the very simple steps of an online shop, they just register for craft fairs. And here's the deal. They'll keep going to them, they'll keep doing them, even when it doesn't pan out, even when you don't get sales, even when they're expensive, even when time away from your family, right? People are willing to do all this crazy stuff instead of just learning a platform and really learning how to sell on there. All right. So I have been spending a lot of time this year and last year building shops from the ground zero. Zero. A lot of you in the past have told me, Tanner, it's easy for you to sell because you can do videos. It's easy for you to sell because you are good at social media. Here's the deal. I decided to start over at zero, no personal brand, no nothing. And this is what we're going to talk about is what's required to be successful at my new online training happening this Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you're not already registered, get registered. Love to have you. Here's what I want to talk about. How do you build a successful shop to sell your crafts, right? Number one is you pick a platform. And I want to talk a little bit about pick a platform because I truly believe that if you want the most reach, if you want to be able to go further than you could desire. For example, we launched an Etsy shop, and within 2 weeks, our first order was to Italy or in Europe. It was over the pond. Okay. What that tells me is that I built my shop, I put the stuff out there, and then within 2 weeks, someone totally, totally random, guess what? Bought from me. I am making sure I'm reaching as many people as possible. For some of you, just thinking the idea that people could reach you that have no idea who you are blows you away, and that you think it's not possible, which leads you to think you don't need an online store. You don't need an online presence because you should just do a Facebook group. So some other platforms you could do. Number one, I think, is Etsy. If you are here and you think Etsy fees are expensive, you clearly haven't been to craft fairs. You clearly haven't put in the work to see it work for you, right? Etsy only makes money when it gets you buyers. So if you don't make money, Etsy doesn't make money when it comes down to really how their business model works, right? Maybe like a listing fee here, a setup fee here, but their real money is made when you make money. So Etsy should be bringing you clients, right? So that's beautiful. Pick your platform. If you want to build a platform just on your Facebook page, do it. Instagram, just do it. Facebook group, do it. I know lots of people. One of my favorite thoughts is that you can make money however you want to make money. I teach people how to craft, and I teach people how to sell their crafts. And I make a really good money doing it. I decided that. Notice I didn't show up and spend year after year trying to find the best way to make money. I think so many of you are on the sideline because you're looking around. You're looking around like, is that the way for me to make money? Is that the way for me to make money? Should I do this? Should I do that? And then you look back and you're like, dang, I spent 6 months doing that. Dang, I spent a year doing that. Dang, maybe I've been doing that for the past 5 years. Right? So I want you to understand that you've got to make decisions. If you were here and you saw how fast I made decisions, you would probably just be really be shook. Right? Because being a business owner, you have to make a lot of decisions. I spoke to someone today about joining a program of mine that is very high touch, very cool. It's called Less Hustle, More Profit. It's for business owners that want to learn how to have a membership, right? And they were like, I don't know. And when you're in a I don't know environment, you're never going to be able to get action. You're never going to be able to make the amount of money you want to make. You could make 10 times the amount of money you made in the last week if you spend next week going from I don't know to I know, right? Because here's the beautiful thing. There's very few things that can come at you that you don't know. And if you don't know it, you do know someone who does know, right? So let's say the IRS calls me with a question and I don't know the answer. I could say I don't know and just hang up the phone and stop trying. Or I could call my accountant and be like, hey, can you help me with this? And they'd be like, okay, I got you. That's what I'm here for, right? So what's cool is when you start making money, you're going to have even higher levels of questions, even higher level problems, even higher level thinking is required, right? So I want you to believe that you do know, you do know what platform you should be on. You just go with your gut, right? I could tell you what I would recommend, but maybe what I recommend isn't what you want to do. Let's say I recommend Etsy, and then you're like, no, Tanner, I really think I need a Facebook group. I only want to sell local right now. Beautiful. You totally can do that. And at my training this coming next week, you're going to see how you can sell your physical crafts, you can sell your digital files, your cut files, and you can do a hybrid approach. I'm going to lay it out for you. It's going to be phenomenal. Okay. So you may say, Tanner, I get it. I have to pick a platform, right? Pick your platform, I think, is number one for all of us. Very important. From there, this is where it gets fun. Now, at the training, I'm going to pull back the curtain and I'm going to kind of share with y'all how we're finding some really, 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 really great ways to find listings that you should make. All right. Now, if you're in digital design for creatives, which is our amazing class, and I can't wait for you guys to be at our class tomorrow. Alicia and I are teaching a class at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you're an active digital design for creative student, you will have access to that. If you're not in there, it is incredible. Let me just give you this link real fast so that you can get registered. You do not want to miss it. It's where we teach you how to use Canva. Where we teach you how to use Canva, it is phenomenal. We call it summer school. It's been so much fun. What I really believe is that you are here and you are a designer, and that you're probably very much like me, and you don't feel like you're meant to go to the post office every day. You don't believe you're meant for all of this other stuff, right? You want to stay very creative. You want to stay in the flow. The best way to stay in the flow is to be a person who is creating, and you want to know the best way to make listings, right? To make the right listings. Well, I'm going to cover that for you. But until the training, you may be saying, Tanner, I want to get started right now. So what I encourage you to do is just make a guess. All right. Without my training, because I want you to have no excuses, right? I want you to take as much action as possible. I want you to just make a guess. What is it that I would buy right now? Think about that. Ask yourself that question. Like, this is a really interesting question to ask, because if you're here, you want to sell your crafts, right? So let's all ask ourselves in the chat, what is a craft that if you were not a crafter, you would buy right now? All right. One thing I love is tumblers. So I could put in the comments, like, I would buy a custom fall tumbler. I would buy a Starbucks tumbler. I would buy a Starbucks wrap. I would buy a sweatshirt. I would buy, fill in the gap. I would pay for custom pictures or custom shirts to wear to the pumpkin patch, right? Put that in the comments. Put that in the comments of what you would buy right now. And now this is where it gets fun. Let's ask ourselves, are you selling items that you would buy? Are you selling items that you would actually buy? Now, I'm not saying that you would actually buy them like as of right now because you're a crafter, right? You're a crafter. Crafters do not buy what crafters sell, right? A lot of you are in your head thinking, oh my gosh, Tanner, everyone's a crafter. They don't need me. You have to remember, you're selling to people that have no idea what a Cricut machine is, no idea what a heat press is, no idea what any of it is. They just love the finished project and they're not crafty at all. So you just want to make sure that you're making things that they would want to make. Lorraine says DTF images for tumblers and shirts. Yes, I love it. Love it. So good. Band merch. So fun, Carrie. Yes, exactly. So good. So good. Home decor. Yes. So be making things that you would be excited to pay for. People ask me all the time, Tanner, how do you make programs that are so awesome? How come your programs are better than everyone else's? How come they're so valuable, right? All of that. Do you want to know the answer? I make programs that I would actually buy. I make programs that I would actually buy, right? So good. So good. So you want to make a guess at what you would buy. So when you do that, you just want to go ahead and start making those items to sell, right? You want to make those items, you make a guess, and then here's the third step. Here's where rubber meets the road, and a lot of you do not want to do. You do not want to put yourself out there. You do not want to put things out there. So I want to encourage you, if that's you, you need to put yourself out there. All right? You've got to put yourself out there and list it. Put it on Facebook, put it on Facebook, on Instagram, on Etsy, and you got to see what happens. All right? Step number 4, after we put it out there, and we have to put it out there not expecting anything, right? You never want to have expectant energy, meaning I put it out there and no one buys, or I put it out there and there's no views. Like, you want to put it out there with a hypothesis, right? I think this is what people want. I think this is what people need, right? That's the energy you want to have. Okay. And then the last step, which is the step people that come to me forget about, is that they're not reviewing and they're not optimizing, right? So if you post something and you did not get any orders, all right? You posted something, you didn't get any orders. The next question is, were you at least getting people to view it, right? If you weren't getting people to view it, then you couldn't have ever got anyone to order, right? So you've got to make sure that people are actually looking for it. You've got to make sure that people are actually wanting it, right? Because that's the secret. That is the secret, is you've got to make sure people want it. And you'll know by how many views it got, right? So the number one problem that I see is people are trying to sell things people don't want. So I'm going to cover at the training on Sunday exactly what Karen just asked for. She said, how do we know what they are looking for? Karen, we have spent a lot of time figuring this out. I'll tell you that there's a lot of programs out there. We have brought together something incredible that I think you're going to really want. So I highly recommend coming to the training. I'll kind of touch on how we've done it. There's been a lot of things that have made us a lot of sales because we are just focused at data. And I actually think data will make you a better crafter. I think data will make you more creative. And what I mean by that is you'll see that there's ideas, right? There's ideas out there that we've found that Etsy gives you, that other platforms give you, things like that. And then you, as the creative, get a challenge, right? Like, I think about when we're making listings that are inspired by data as a challenge. Like, okay, I've used this example a lot the past week, as it's in my sourdough era, right? Really cool, really fun. You get to ask yourself, what is it that I could make that would be so unique that that person would want it over everyone else's? And that's the fun, right? It's very creative. So, very, very important for you as well to consider. So, we're going to go over that in detail, but I want to tell you, if you don't know how to do that yet, putting yourself out there is number 1, the first step. And then number 2 is optimizing. Mary says, converting to sales have been my issue. Okay. So if you are making things that, people are not looking for, that's issue number 1. Issue number 2, let's say you are making things, people are seeing it, and they're not buying. They're picking other people's over yours. So then we got to ask why, right? Like, there's really fun levels to what it is. So it'll be really good. Where's the training on Sunday? You have to register. That's why I'm talking about it all week, Teresa. Such a great question. I'll drop the link. Oh, that's digital design for creatives. If you want to come to that class, I'm pulling back the curtain. I'm going a little crazy. And I'm super, super excited to share more with you guys next week. So be sure to be there on Sunday. But let me get you the link so that you can come. All right, so here it is. Let me drop that over here. Sorry about that. So it's the second link I just dropped. The shifts, 5 secret shifts. Your 5 secret shifts, y'all. I want to help you make all the money in October, November, December. That's why we're doing it in September, so that you have 3 months to implement everything I'm teaching. It's going to be epic. It's going to be so, so good. So exciting. So yay, I love it. Love it, love it. Interested in the next step. I've got the views, but getting them to buy. Can't wait for Sunday. Mary, that's going to be so fun. If you're already getting views, that means we just need to optimize a little bit more. So it'll be really awesome. So yay, congratulations. I think it's so fun to think about everyone that is on Etsy, like buying, and really show you that there's so many people out there that want what you have. And it's just helping you get seen, right? So be open. As a comeback point, I want you all to be open to going all in on Etsy or going local, right? I am totally fine whichever one you want to do. I think they're both great. Number 2, you've got to make a guess. I really want you to drop the thought that you don't know. The thought, I don't know, is never going to serve me. It's a really hard one for a lot of us to sit with and think about. The thought, I don't know, is not going to serve me, right? My thought for all of you is I can handle it. I can make a decision. I know what's best for me. I can make a decision. I know what's best for me, right? Another thought I like to have is something like I can handle everything that comes my way, right? If you feel overwhelmed a lot and you feel like there's a lot going on, that you don't have the time, that you have the vision and you have the fire, but you don't have the time, practice the thought, I can handle everything that I want in life, that I can handle it, that there's time for it, that there's plenty space, right? Love it. Terry, so sorry to hear about the scammers. Crazy. Just don't respond. Just block them. Yes. If you're getting views, is this on Etsy, Terry? Let me know. Let me know. Because you'll want to start seeing views, and then you should be within like a 2%. I'd love to see a 2%. Some of our shops have had a lot higher awesome conversion rate. So we'll talk about that more. Again, I'll explain more. We've put a lot of what we're teaching into something super fun that you don't want to miss out on. Okay. So you got to be there Sunday to even hear about it. Okay, Terry, if you're on Facebook and you're getting views, but you're not getting sales, I really want to encourage you to try Etsy or just come to the class on Sunday and I'll explain more. Okay. So good. Yes, ready for print on demand. Yes, to bring more income. Tara, literally print on demand, where you get to stay in the visionary creative seat and then you get to make 40 to 50% margin without doing any work. And you just focusing on designing and putting it out there, is phenomenal. It's like one of the cheat codes to life. Like, so incredible, so fun. I'm super, super excited. If you are someone super creative and like 3M Farms and you're like, I'm stuck on what the heck to make, Sunday's class is going to be the best for you. It's literally going to be the best. What you're going to see is you need to understand that you are in a service business. You are serving, right? So when we serve, we're focused on who? Us or the client? The client. So when you focus on them, when you focus on that ideal customer and you don't know what to sell, it becomes so easy because we'll tell you, the data tells you what to sell, right? So fun. And one of the reasons, just so that everyone here knows my heart, knows my vision, why I'm opening it up and talking about for the first time, people have asked me to teach this for over 4 years, which is, Tanner, how are people making money with print on demand? And at first, I was never interested in teaching it, but I've constantly heard my clients say, Tanner, I want to do this business, but I'm scared it's going to be too successful. Tanner, and then another person will say, Tanner, I want to do this business, but I don't know if it'll work out. I wanted a way for all of you to win. And no matter what your life circumstances are, right? If you're here and you're like, Tanner, you have no idea all the responsibility I have. I'm like, me too. Me too. Right? So that's one thing why I want you to consider print on demand. Being able to do the work once and then let other people fulfill your orders is pretty incredible. You don't have to ship. You don't have to be an assembly line. You don't have to be the next, like, burnt out person. You'll really be able to see a lot of fun things that we've pulled back the curtain and are sharing on Sunday. So you want to be there. I'm going to give you my 5 shifts, and it'll be the first time I talk about something super fun that's been in the works for 18 months. So you'll definitely want to be there live with me on Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be so fun. Get registered. Donna Gray just registered. Woohoo! Love it, love it, love it. Lorraine, great question. We're not able to use Makers Gonna Learn designs for print on demand. So Lorraine, our commercial license is for people that actually physically make the item and sell it. But without saying too much, if you are at the training on Sunday, we will be sharing with you some really fun things that may address that. So be there. That's all I can say. That's all I can say, okay? So cannot wait to see you guys back here real soon. Really consider what I've shared today. Think about, are you just telling yourself you don't know, or you go be a person that does know? Because the only difference is the decision to make it. Because really, when you look at confident people, what are they doing? Do they really know more than you? No. They're just deciding. That's what I want you to think about. And you could find evidence for that too. Be like, oh, I know that this friend of mine's really confident, but they don't know anything more than me. Why is it they're confident and I'm not? The only thing about confidence is that they've decided that I don't know isn't in their vocabulary, right? So crazy, so fun. I want us all to be people that are super confident, that show up, and that really live the life that we all are called to live, right? You have a burning fire to sell your crafts, to be a creative that makes money. Let's do it, right? Let's do it. And listen, the more that you craft, the more you're going to hang out with me. So I've been saying it, I want you to make money. I want you to do this, but I also want you to do it for you and to really live out your passion. All right. So let's do it. I'll see you.